Hey, everybody. Man trapped in samsara here, doing it all again and again, unable to escape. But we don't want to, right? It's the factory. We love the factory. Today, we do more factory. What's going on? Let's not think about that. Let's outsource this entire thought to my previous self. And let's just start doing things. Look, I have to upgrade paramagnetic material. We knew that yesterday, right? Apparently at some point I wrote it down. I turned it into note format, which made it real. And apparently the whales are in sync. What do we suppose that means? So this guy right here, you're waiting to drop. Why are you There's nothing here. Why aren't you dropping? Explain yourself. So we have comparator going out, and we're having go out here, and it goes into here, and it's not going because total is less than, because we probably don't have enough material to make. Yeah, this would naturally sync up, wouldn't it? Because if it stops because we don't have paramagnetic material, that makes sense, right? Because that's, okay, apparently that's a problem. Don't look at that. So they would naturally sync up, wouldn't they? All right, let's fix that. Let's put in our standard for 2. Give you a nice 8-second wait. And then a second gate. There you go. And this is where you are. Alright, so that part, what's going on here? Well, first off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10 of these we gotta put in. Done. Got it. What is this? Oh, iron oxide. That's also here. Hey, look, it's that thing that's also here. It's here, too. So that's you. You're trying to make iron oxide. You just know iron? Is this related to the iron problem from yesterday? And are we going to suffer through this for a while? Because we're clearly not making enough. And we clearly don't have enough molten iron. And this is... I can't remember. Did I mess with all of this towards the beginning or the end of last episode? I don't remember. And not remembering means... this isn't free-flowing. There's still more ore that can get in here. I'm having thoughts, but they're getting short-circuited. And this should be blued because of the volume of material coming in. Alright, so I got I still have iron ore dust in my inventory, so that's probably an indication that I upgraded iron late last episode, meaning that it's still building up, and it might still be good. It might still be good. Everything might be fine. This needs to be upgraded. All you guys, and all you guys, all the way down to there. There you go. That'll put a little more ore in. And this is still a confused mess. This is still hitching. So if I distribute more off of this, we could perhaps take more... I don't know. This is an utter mess. This should probably be just taken care of. Here, let's stop this. Let's do this properly. It has to be redone over and over. So we have a line of iron ore coming here. And this guy splits. So we have essentially 3 iron ore lines, but they're not always guaranteed to be full because this is overflow from blood. This is waste. This should be used with preference. So we have 2 main lines and 1 waste line coming in, and we need to sort them into 3. That's actually kind of a problem, isn't it? What's this line? It's coming out of the box. This was so simple back when I had different plans. Why is this thing... Oh, because it's not full. Alright, I understand. This is backing up, though. That's good. So if this backs up, more will get pushed over here. Like, I almost feel like this needs to come over to on top. Like, ideally right here. Here, how about we do this? Well, because it doesn't work, because I don't have room. That's why we don't do it. I need one more space here. I love belts. Belts are great. It is backing up, though, so maybe I don't have to touch anything. Maybe it's better if I just leave it alone. I'm going to choose to believe that. And this is backing up. Look at this. This is having trouble coming down here. Alright, so this is all kind of beautiful, actually. Beautiful, wonderful factory. Sorry, getting lost staring at the flailing arms and the moving belts. Just hypnotized. It is core Factorio time right here. So this is backing up just a little bit. You're thumping it into grade 3. And then you're thumping that into grade 1. And maybe we can get rid... This is backing up entirely. This is what we wanted. We wanted far, 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 far too much dust production so that this is completely saturated at all times. So that when this gets stolen to make seaweed, we are not interrupted. So this is precisely what we were looking for. So let's just review again. Then we unslime the iron. I didn't realize we slimed it to begin with. And then we pulp one. Oh, now we're hard up right there. Okay, so this is important to pay attention to. There's apparently some sort of bottleneck right here. You make pulp stage 2. How are you not... Oh. Oh, ho. Oh, that's nowhere near enough. Oh, dear, friends. Oh, that's bad. I missed that many times over. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, big no bueno. This is no good. We're gonna have to fix this right now. And then just... And then this just doesn't exist anymore. There. And now it's adding far more. Oh, there was a bottleneck here this entire time. Oh, no, friends. And this was all making the good iron. Oh, that sucks. I mean, good that I found it. But also, oh, that sucks. Okay. So you are now pumping, and you are now full up because it was a backlog. It's going to take a while for this to fully work out. All right, then you guys process 700 a cycle. This is a good ratio of additive right here. 10 to 1. All right, and then that moves on. That moves on. So this should help make the entire column a little more efficient, right? Everything's just flowing forward. This appears to be a little bit of a bottleneck. 6 is not full up, but maybe there's a slight speed imbalance here. Shouldn't be, but maybe there is. Just because, you know, there shouldn't be doesn't mean it isn't. And these guys are spinning to win here, making lots of high-grade iron. Okay, let's see if we have an uptick with that. High-grade iron. Yes, indeed. Look at that. We identified a bottleneck. Oh, and it's going to be getting us all the way back up to there. Okay. And that's like not double, but this is like 80% more just off of that bottleneck. That's kind of absurd. And that's okay. Okay. All right. It's probably not going to, well, maybe it will stay at that level. Because it was processing an entire, yeah, it's not, yeah, right here, these guys have more ability to process than below. So, yes, we will stay at this level. Okay. Okay. I accept the good news. Then we should have lots and lots and lots of molten iron in the future. Here, let's take a look. Maybe it hasn't hit yet. It takes a long time for it to come down the belt. All right, we're going to just pretend that wasn't I going to do something with paramagnetic material? All right, let's just go do that. I realize this is at the end of a long chain, and I am kind of starting in the middle of the chain, but still, we're going to go fix it, right? We're going to make something a little better. Again, we have the rule. If you see something and you think about it, go do it. Because I noted to myself that paramagnetic material wasn't full prodded. And this can't be full prodded. And I thought about it and walked away. And then, hey, look at this. Hey, look what's happening now. Now I'm actually coming and doing that. And can we be sped a little more? Can we go to a 2-3 at least? If we're going to do 2 of them, I guess we go to 2-4. Something like that, and something like that. I don't need electricity, right? Electricity's for the weak. This still doesn't make very much. We need this guy to arrive, which means we need the rust under control, which means we need the rust rusting. Looks like we make a no, it was just, oh, we even make a full belt and we have loaders here. That's nice. So it was just, we did not have enough iron plates, which is fine. These guys can barely keep it all loaded. Well, it's not a full belt coming in. All right, so that's fine-ish. This is not pressurizing yet. So, okay. We took care of this chore. Done. We tweaked the factory. And is this... kind of doesn't even... I don't know. High grade shiny iron. It looks like it might be stable. Now, this is admittedly taking iron away from these guys that were smelting the old bad recipe. And then it's going down to the new good recipe. So it's starting to back up too. That's nice. So if I want, I can upgrade these further. But for the moment, we're just going to let this molten iron oh wait, that's on the other side. It has to, oh, is this going to be a problem now? This little green guy. It might. I had to throttle it so it doesn't go into steel. How much are you making? Yeah. I'm just going to get rid of that. Because it is eventually just not going to be enough. These configurable valves were a trap. I went and got the configurable valves after the last major patch took away all of the overflow and underflow valves. And I kind of needed those. And I didn't really have the time to wait. So why are we pressurizing iron here? Oh, to go over into these things first? I'm not sure that's really our concern at the moment. Our concern is to make sure that iron gets out of here as fast as possible. Kind of want to upgrade these, especially, yeah, let's go upgrade these. If we think about it, go do it, right? We need 12 basic oxygen furnaces. Just go do it. Just don't let your dreams be dreams. Just go upgrade the thing, you lazy, lazy monkey. Yeah, give me that. I should have 12, right? Perfect. And this should definitely give more molten iron, assuming I can keep the buildings busy. And I'm pretty sure I can. So all of you, followed by all of you. Oh, and I just have to... Once again, it's our friend. Oh, and there's sped, too. Should probably not be sped. Well, it doesn't really matter. There. What did I do? I sped this guy. It's going twice as fast for normal fuel consumption. I mean, okay, I suppose. I mean, alright. I could just pull that, and then it's very, very... then it's at minimum fuel consumption. Do you have any beacons down here? What are you... How about I just put in a big general beacon right here? Just an enormous one. A 2-4, and just have you do that. Does that shut anybody off? No. Alright, and that gets it, that saves a third of the fuel cost, so that's good. And we will definitely be burning our way through all of the cubes. So, good. It's more efficient, and it's going faster, and everything is okay. Yeah. Alright, so are we still doing that? Yes, we are. It's right there. So we're keeping that pressure up. We should see that, right? Molten iron. We see a little jump here. But I'm not sure that constitutes a major change. Don't know. Alright, we gotta leave this alone. So, iron oxide. Well, this looks like an improvement. I mean, it's gonna be hard to argue with this. Alright, so we're gonna say iron oxide shortage is also taken care of. Since that was not enough iron, and we just addressed that. And this guy is coming back and forth, and it's going to take them a while to dump enough to overcome this massive line that is built up, but in time it will. So we could even have more transport here for iron ore. Alright, let's go tend to our inventory. Go to the box bin, chuck them all in. The improved, bigger, farther away, more out of mind wastebasket right here. It's very close to being an official name. Alright, you go there. All red things. Mere level 2s. Be gone from my sight. Go and become greater than you are. Why do I have these? I don't feel like I need these. I also don't feel like I need the exhaust pipes. Those only get used once in a blue moon. Here, let's manage inventory. Where should I... Here, we'll put the exhaust pipes here. Maybe I'll remember they exist. Maybe they don't. Maybe I won't. That's too much. Where's the bot hive bin? That's for you. That's for you. I have all sorts of alien life stuff, which hopefully I'm not going to need. I'm avoiding getting to the big task of today. Do you remember what it is? Unfortunately, I do. Not looking forward to it. But I guess there's nothing to do but to charge in and grab some fish farms. It's going to involve spoilage, and it's going to be really complicated. Not looking forward to it, friends. Why can I not find Og Farm? I wish to divest myself of Augs. Then meth labs can go right here. And then we probably can get rid of most of these. Like, I don't need ball mills very often. Everything else can stay. That's a good, healthy inventory. Anything else up here weird? Kind of doesn't look like it. Maybe a bit too much on underground. I got way too much of this stuff. Yeah. Alright, I guess that has to be it. Alright, so, next task. Animal reflectors barreling machine did barreling machine things. God, I hate barreling machines. They break all the time. They have hidden, unexpected rules. Which I simply do not understand. And I just wish they would just work, just be normal. They are too clever by half, is their problem. If they would just be normal machines and not cause me problems. Come and look at this. So, I don't know how this happens. I don't. Here, you take a hike. Look at this. I remember seeing this. So this barreling machine's job is really easy. They take empty barrels, they fill them with jelly, they put them in here. Only this barreling machine got confused at some point and started filling jelly barrels instead. That's not what I asked. That isn't even close to what I asked. You have to regulate everything that goes in and out of them, or else it just locks up again and again. And now the thing is broken because it's decided it wants to fill Arquad jelly. It won't go until it's lifted up and put back down. Now it will work again. Barreling machines are badly designed, or it interacts really badly with Pi mods. I'm not sure what it is, but barrels are simply bad. I do not like them. They cause me many problems. This machine should not have broken this way. I should not have to set filters on all inputs to make sure that the machine doesn't lose track of what I told it to do. This is all just a problem, and I have no solution for it. Now there's the big thing of today. Ugh. We're going to put that off. We're researching better Fidai. We're going to do that maybe tomorrow. Probably going to research next level iron next, even though I don't think we need it immediately. I think we solved that problem. However, I had a thought I might need it, therefore I should probably just go get it. Does this make sense? Is this sufficiently schizophrenic and paranoid? These guys just dumped 2 full whale loads on it, and it wasn't enough. So, go get more, friends. We'll check back in on this later. We need Mark 1 fuel rods, apparently. And that's bad, because that goes into high-tech everything. Oh, they're in stock. Oh, they're heavily in stock at the moment. And they're being delivered. Oh, so one delivery just landed, and another one is coming. That is the sign of a very healthy system. So this is being made just as a joyous romp. Oh, and this is backing up. And this is desirable for this to back up. Let's just be clear. 239 is the preferred isotope. So long as there's a little flow on this, everything else will be made and everything will be good. That's making more. Okay, so everything is probably good. Probably almost certainly. Let's go check our other fuel rod maker. Down here by dedicated graphite. We might need more graphite. I have the fear. It's very on the edge right now. However, this is doing okay. And you have quite a few. Okay, I'm just going to say Mark 1 fuel rods are now done. And Fidais are under control, so we're going to do our favorite thing, and we're going to walk all the bottlenecks one more time. all the major bottlenecks from the start of the thing that we want. How is digestion doing? Maybe, why'd all this myoglobin get in here? Probably we emptied out a waste bin. I feel like this is an actual problem. An actual problem I should be addressing. But, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe the system's working as intended. That sounds like a great plan. Let's believe that. Alright. In the beginning, we look at things that are needed. And we go and we see, are you full? Yes, you are. And you are held back by something. And that is not enough rich bio-crud. Oh, it's being made right now. So it occasionally goes in little bursts. And you're waiting, Chorecock here is waiting on intelligent units. So, okay, the Pi 4 situation taken care of. Oscillator situation checked off. Everything's great. I don't know what you're waiting for. That's paramagnetic material. Okay, I'm messing with it. I did that. I did something to it earlier. Maybe it's okay. Anyway, here we have... Oh, this is going again. Good. I was concerned by this not going, but heavy fermion material apparently delivered. So you have a few intelligent units. I can't yet say we are intelligent, but we have a few of them. Meanwhile, Electronics Mark IV is just merrily clipping along. Each one of these dreams of being a prod module. But we're not there yet. Alright, so what do we got? What's our problem here? We are now no longer bottlenecked on cooling system and advanced coding. That doesn't mean we're not going to look at it, but I don't think that's the bottleneck. Right now it's Bragg reflectors. Bragg reflectors need Trits. Trits are right here. Okay. Okay. Understood. We are slowly coming to terms with our horrible reality. So the bottleneck, singular, the bottleneck, is now Trits. But we're going to walk this back just a little bit. So we don't have any cooling system right now. We don't have cooling systems being made. That's good. That's good. And this guy's waiting for what now? Nexalit? Uh-oh. I mean, it's coming. I mean, this looks okay. Molten Nex. Oh, it stopped. Why did you stop? Ooh. Can I see? Is this an additive problem? It's typically an additive problem. Next tech tier I get. You are kind of not going, are you? What is your... Oh, this is... Do we have a void of Nexalit slurry? Did I take a whole bunch away? That's Aeroflot. In order to run loaders? I can kind of believe that. And so the slurry becomes quite a lot of high-grade Nexalit. So I kind of believe more that this stopped at some point. Like, was Armac out or something? No, it's full up. It's got a direct line. Might be orgosolvent, but I kind of doubt it. Acetone? Acetone's doing fine. Glycerol? Glycerol was a problem, but isn't anymore. Syngas is up. And we're hard backed up here, which is what I expect. So the short sodium chlorate, it's being delivered right now. And it's in stock. So maybe not. I have deep suspicions about everything I'm seeing right now. There is a spy here. everything else seems like it's working. I could probably find the bottleneck. It's probably just the slurry was taken away. Well, that wouldn't be just dead. Let's see if I can do this. Nexi lit. It's hard to say which one dropped first, isn't it? And they all have names that sound the same. Alright, I'm going to pretend that doesn't exist. I'm going to pretend everything is fine. Let's pick a Trits turd. Let's see which one is good. Let's weigh our options, friends. We have to pick one. We have to participate in the game, right? It's not like bioreactor, right? Alright, Trits have metagenesis, breeding cycles, which means they have some individuals that just to grow and some just to procreate. That's weird. Inserting a common earth gene from mammals can turn this creature into a complete breeding cycle leading to more offspring. So we have a situation where you no longer need Trits to make cubs. This is a dramatic prod boost. Because every Trit cub becomes 2 Trits. And so it used to be you spend 4 Trits in order to make, like right here, you spend 2 Trits in order to make 8 Trits. Instead, you will spend no Trits to make 8 Trits. So it's a net 6 to a net 8. That's a 33% gain right here. Does that hold up? Let's look at this one. So you spend 4 Trits in order to make 8 Trits. And instead, you will spend no Trits in order to make 16 Trits. So instead, you will spend no Trits in order to make 16 Trits. So that is a difference between 12 and 16. So that's another 30. This is 33% prod, essentially, on the entire thing. This is good. This is entirely pickable. We will think about this thing. Not guaranteed I'm picking it. We'll see. All right, so this is diversified cyber stabilization. Trits cubs will naturally split into 2 halves, which mature separately. Through research, you have found nanomachines can make adjustments to the genome. This will allow the cubs split even more. So 1 cub becomes 3 Trits. All right, so. Our choice is, this is 33% prod about. That's what we ballparked it to. And now we will spend 1 Trit to make 4 Trits currently. And then under the new situation, we will spend 1 Trit to make 6 Trits. That's 2 extra Trits at this level. And if we do it at this level, we spend 2 Trits in order to make 12 Trits. Whereas right now you're spending 2 Trits to make 8. So that is an extra 4. Isn't this the exact same thing? Aren't these 2 things the exact same thing? Aren't they just identical? They're both doing the same 33% boost, right? Here, let's run it through with our heads again. So you're spending 1 Trit to make 4 Trits right here. And you're spending no Trits to make 4 Trits here. So it's... Let's do the math, actually, if I can actually put it into numbers. Spend a Trit to make 4 Trits. Or you spend no Trits to make... So what's the difference between 3 and 4? So it's going to be 4 divided by 3 is a 33% bonus. Right. And so right here, you are spending 1... No, wait a second. This is different. This is an intelligent test. So you've spent 1 Trit to make 2 cubs. And so you will run this twice. And so it's 1 Trit to make 4 Trits. Instead, it's going to be 1 Trit to make 6 Trits. So it's the difference between... It's a 1... I don't know how to phrase this. in percentage in order to find out which is better. You spend 1 trit to make 6 trits. But what is better? Oh, this is hard. Here, let's write this down. Math is hard. So option one, spend 0 trits to make 4 trits. And it's just the same thing over and over. So we can just compare. Option 2, spend 1 trit to make 6 trits. Which is more? Which is a better boost? No option. Spend 1 trits to make 4 trits. Okay, so this is what we're comparing against. So spend a trit. So is the time equal on everything? 80 seconds, 80 seconds, 80 seconds. No, this doubles. Oh. So even if this is... Oh, that's bad. So it means you have to have double the footprint. You're more efficient with your ingredients. Oh, so this is the prod buff right here. And this is like a worse version of that. Okay, got it. Oh, the time is wrong. Oh, that's terrible. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to double my footprint. I mean, you get 50% more trits, right? But you take double time. So it's more prod and more. So this is just better right here. Because it's a linear cost of, it's a flat cost of trits to trit cubs. And it just gets rid of that for you. So it's just a prod bonus over the entire life cycle. This is superior. What's this do? Nextlit approved access. Change the pressure pumps to the main access for new and improved Nextlit based one, allowing a way better use of energy and enough pressure to keep Trich happy. So the buildings are more expensive by a whole lot. This is kind of dumb. 400 units of high grade Nextlit is just a burden, and there's no difference between 4 and 400. So it's just, what are you doing here? Why are you doing this to me? This is just kind of pointless. Anyway, and the bonus is 25% prod and speed. So we have to ask ourselves what we want. So this is only on raising trits. It's not prod on raising cubs. And this is prod over the entire cycle. So this is just better. And I think it's more. So I think this is the one to take. Though this one is also pretty good. This is not the one to take. The slowness kills it. So the answer is, do I want it going a little faster? And on top of that, have prod on the raising cycle? Or do I just want to take free cubs and remove a hidden trit cost from starting the cycle? Am I thinking about this right? I always start feeling stupid when I'm doing this because I feel like it should be just transparent what is better. However, I can't see it because I'm not that intelligent. So the thing is, this recipe has a cost of 0.5 trit. And then it falls to 0 trit. So it raises the yield from 1.5 trits to 2 trits. And so that's just going to be 30%. And this gives less than 30%, but it also makes it go faster, and it also makes this harder. All right, we're just going with this. I think this is correct. Done. The button is pressed. The choice is made. This is erased. This goes and gets hidden. Thank you, Notepad. Your services are, as always, wonderful. Let's go get some fish bowls and some hero fish. And then we're going to have to go make fish eggs, which we have to, in addition to this, we have to up the up the recipe. We could probably research even better. And this is going to be just annoying. I got to go get more paving material and all this stuff. All right, fine. We'll go do all of this. It'll be okay. Just stay with me. We're going to do a big chore I've been avoiding because it is, in fact, a big chore. That's too much. I want to peek over at iron now that we have deliberated. All right, you are full up. And you are full up. Iron is no longer a problem. All right, so with that realization, let's take a look at iron oxide. So this should be flowing in, and we should be overwhelming demand. Yeah, the line is growing thinner. It's still here. Probably going to see paramagnetic material going too. Yes, we are. Totally are. With your new increased prod. This might be a problem. No, he's right there, right? So it's on the verge of being a problem. No, wait. It's that guy. Yeah, it is on the verge of being a problem. We had a 20% prod, though. That's good. Let's go see if how the hero fish are doing. We have an entire thing of hero fish. That's so wonderful to see. Excellent, my friends. All right, let's feed you all to Trits. And I have to implement an entire life cycle here, and I don't wanna. It's like, this is just, I don't wanna. All right, and then we get out our eraser. We erase all of this stuff. We get out our ore eraser. We erase this. And we plop down 2 more city blocks. And we're going to do fish eggs right here. That's our goal. Oh, I should probably check on the ingredients for Trit cups. And make sure that everything is properly done. The swarm pleases me. I am proud to lead the swarm. Look at it. Now, the big problem here, of course, is that it's impressive, but it should be going at double speed. It's going at half speed right now because the entire simulation is going at half speed. Because I built a little too big. You really should be going for minimum viable factory, and I just didn't do it. Well, whatever. So. Where are you guys going? No, really. Oh, you were picking up these Trits. Okay, that's good, because they're no longer needed as part of the Trit raising process. These are Mark IIs. They might need to be Mark IIIs by the end of this. We already have fish eggs? Oh, they're brought in, though. They're brought in for the purpose of breeding Trits. Trit cubs. Okay. Are you regulated based on how many Trit cubs are on the belt? Yes. Good. That's how it has to be. I'm going to upgrade these as well. On the off chance that we need more cubs. I'm not going to leave this dangling to be a bottleneck for another day. We need 3, right? So let's go do that. That's a good place to start. We're going to need more hero Trits. Oh, and what are the oh, the fish bowls are only Mark II. I could upgrade them on another access as well. I need some Trits. Might need more than this. We're going to ask for a few more. Let's upgrade all that. Get Tritty with it. Right there. Right there. May increase fish egg consumption, but if I go to the new recipe, we go all the way up to Trits 3. We need 25 fish eggs. That's a lot of fish eggs, friends. This needs 0.4 fish eggs a second. If we go look at fish, this makes quite a few. It's not enough, though. This makes 2.8 a second. And it's going to be faster because there's going to be more hero fish. And these are only fish farm 2s, and I have 3. So maybe we have to take a better look at that. You guys have to be working in concert. So, we need to run probably just the best recipe of them all, right? Why wouldn't you? And you take fish and you mulch them into eggs, and it produces a lot of byproducts I really, really, really do not want to deal with. So this makes 5.4 eggs a second. 5.4 divided by 0.4 says each one of these can run 13 trit producers as they are today. Right now we have 20, we have 60. So then 60 divided by all that says we're going to need 5 of them just to handle this. And we might want to upgrade the buildings. So we might need 6 of them overall, because this isn't getting any better. What's the next level recipe like? Trits. Right there. Next level recipe is 35 sodium alginate and 25 fish eggs. And that's 20 more sodium alginate. Wow, that's just... And all it buys you is speed. Well, I guess it doesn't... It buys you speed, but it doesn't... It's more efficient with regards to trits because of trits are no longer used for cubs. So speed is all we're really into. Oh, and it adds more sea sponges? This is awful. I don't ever want to do this. It's 160 seconds and this is 200. So it's more speed, but it's more expensive. This recipe is a downgrade from the last recipe. The only thing that this allows for is a smaller footprint. And that should be encouraged anyway because of UPS concerns. So this recipe is bad. In fact, this is going to be a larger footprint because you're going to need to double your sodium alginate structures. So this is just not good. This doesn't help the factory in... it doesn't help it be smaller and more UPS efficient. It doesn't help in that it doesn't produce more efficiently. It's less efficient than the previous recipe. It doesn't help... it helps with speed per building. That's the only thing it does. And that's not a good enough upgrade for an entire new tier of recipe. This is just X. Bad. I don't like it. The new recipe should fill you with joy. It should be a goal to shoot for. It should be better in every way than what you're doing now. It should make your life easier. This recipe gives you a whole bunch of other other buildings you have to put in to support it, and it doesn't even... And it's less efficient. It's just bad. I don't know what they were thinking sometimes. And so we're going to do this. So we've determined we need 5 of these, and I just don't want to think about it anymore. So that's where we're going to stop. And we're going to have to deal with so much. Oh, I hate this turd so much. But the cost of getting rid of it is so high at this point. They don't understand why people refuse to pick turds, but that's because it's... And it bugs me. And maybe they have fixed the crash bug where specking out of this would crash the game. Maybe. I could probably fix that if that's the case. But I don't know, I just... all this just don't like. Do not like. And so we can supply almost 2 of these from one of these with all fish being consumed. So it's an almost situation. That's really kind of pissy. I wonder where the numbers design came from on this. But the real thing is we're going to need probably 6 of you. Might as well do 6. We'll do something like this. And then we'll need 4 of you. And the problem is no, I'm not thinking about this correctly. I'm not thinking big enough, unfortunately. This is worse. Because these guys consume fish eggs. And these are fish eggs that the Trits aren't getting. So we're going to need more than this in order to keep going. Because this is well, all right, hold on a second. So it's actually fairly minor. It's true. It's true I need to overbuild on this, but the effect is fairly minor. So no ranting about that. So our goal is going to be to set this up and work with all of the inputs coming in and all of the side products that have to be dealt with. This is not going to be fun. All of this stuff rots. All of it spoils. It has to be balanced correctly. The eggs are very tricky. It's not going to be so bad on this because we don't export fish. And it's all just in support of Trits for a recipe that is, again, not an upgrade. It's also upsetting. But it's necessary, so I guess we gotta sit down and do it. It's not fun. That's what it is. It's necessary. It is not fun. So in common, seaweed, 2 fish foods, and filtration media. And here is seaweed, 2 fish foods, filtration media, and lamps. So we should be able to just kind of do all of this stuff right here. That's 3 ingredients. There's 2 ingredients. From the looks of it, we should be doing fish food on site, but we're not. So let's just start here. Ab initio this. And we're not exporting anything, so just leave a little space right there to get ins and outs, in and outing. Okay. Okay. That's not quite covering everything. There we go. Okay. Does that cover everything? No, it doesn't. It leaves a hole in the middle. I should have designed my city blocks around these, but unfortunately they came too late. Alright, fine. So we'll have whale 1 and whale 2 going here. Let's just start that right now. Kind of on tilt over this, which is not good. Because none of this is free. And this is just to feed fish eggs to make Trits just faster. It's all just a footprint play at this point. Right there. I feel like the recipes should be helping me move forward, and the recipes are not. The recipes are filling space. Not doing their jobs. So we should be doing this as well, because we're going to be doing a sushi belt, because of course we are. Oh. So I guess you stop. Stop. Go back. So we got excited. No, I need you to come back. I really need you to come back. Stop interrupting. I need you to come back because this isn't working. Alright, so we wait around a little bit. This whale eventually drags itself back. I was trying to be efficient. I was inefficient. Such is life. Okay, let's try this again. Let's bring it over a little bit. And let's bring in the whole thing. I suppose I could have made it work. And I just did not. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we can distribute whales. Got it. Can do. Alright, now one more time. You're going here. Now you may go get food. Actually, you're going to start here. And we're just going to push that interrupt. No, do that instead. Alright, you're on your way. Alright, that's fine. Now we got to do this other one. So, go grab the other one. That's you. Just copy, just paste. You go right there. I did not grab the right whale. Okay, we're going to try it again. That's you, right? Did I copy and paste over what? Oh, no. This is what happens when you're on tilt, friends. You mess up, you ruin things. Man, that sucks. What were I bringing in? It looked like 1,000 lamps, 1,000 filtration media, and then a whole lot of biomass. Is that about right? Does that sound reasonable? Yeah. So it looks like it was lamp, filtration media, biomass. Let's rebuild this whale. So you gotta go get lamp. Yeah, 100% on tilt. Get 1,000 of this. Maybe this is correct. Can't tell. Then we need filtration media, which is right there. Load items, filtration media, same amount. And then we need biomass. So that's going to be 6,000 biomass. $6,000. And then you go there, and you go there, and you go there. You are 1,000. You are 1,000. You are 6,000. Okay, so irritating. Okay. Now off you go. Now paste the right one. Okay. Okay. Totally 100% on tilt. Will make it though. There you go. Now you deliver here. Okay. Supplies coming in. Sushiness available. And this is everything. So what we need to do is this. We need to grab all you and then place you strategically. Right here-ish. And this doesn't account for all the waste materials. Man, this is such a terrible turd. The only reason I'm not unpicking it right now is that it will require a lot of work to do it. I'll have to rebuild the entire fish area. And then how much am I reliant on this turd to make these ingredients? I don't actually know that. So it carries with it a possibility that I'll have to build a bigger footprint and things will break as a consequence. And right now I'm just not in the mood for things breaking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are doomed to unhappiness, I suppose. I suppose if we do it like this, then we go like this, and we have just in and out along the side, and it's just going to be a real simple going round, right? And then the only thing we're going to have to do is manage all the waste products, which are many. So I guess we manage the waste products on top then. And we do it like this. Beware, beware, commitment happening. I should probably downgrade all of this because it's such a very, very simple. Here, you just need one. You just need one. You just need one. Oh, we're not reading the belt at all, so it's gonna fill everything, but we'll fix it. Don't worry. It'll be okay. We will fix it. And we're only gonna need 2 of these, right? Hold. That's the same thing. Now you're getting all the information and you will hopefully stop. Yes. All right. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. It's got a 0 on it and it shouldn't. I'm going to have to take a long break soon to further add to my irritation today. Maybe I'll be in a better mood when I come back. I kind of think this might be too much for the belt. But we'll see. I'm willing to go with this. We'll try it. So around and around. Okay, good. So we have all of our materials in now. And so we definitely need lots of ins and lots of outs. And we have to have dedicated hands that will handle everything that it can decay. So it's going to be complicated and it's fast. So you should be not fish eggs. Blacklist fish eggs. So because it gets stuck when it rots in the claw. You guys can be fish eggs. Then we need an out. And then we need a mistakes out. So you are out fish. And then you are out not fish. Right? And then, of course, we need a pipe right here. Fine sailing. This is going to eat the entire day. And it's not even a good recipe. That's what burns. It's not even good at the end. It's just, I need to do it. Just upsetting. We're not going to pay attention to that. You don't need saline, and you are just a mess. Look at this mess. We have to do the pipes first here, because how else are we going to manage this? Okay. So we'll take this and we'll get pressurized water in here. I should have left more room. Then we get this fish product in. I'm going to try to just ship these off to the other fish area. In theory, this can be their problem. All right. And then this is actually all right. This is good. I didn't mean to do this, but I will pretend as if I did. And we'll get a wastewater line going right here. That'll hook up these two, and then we'll do the same thing right here. As we get a fake via, I suppose. All right. Good. And then this one can be just simple. That will get wastewater out. Good. How full does this belt look? Moderately okay full. We need to get the news over here because we need to not put too many fish on the belt. All of this has to be a closely regulated dance. Right there. Right there. Right there. And you should only go when fish is less than 500, I guess. So right there, right there, right there, right there. And this is very close to maximum speed for all of this. Recipes aren't good enough, I'm telling you. New recipes should feel like sudden freedom. And this is just barely offering. It is telling me to go back and redo a system I've already done. And it is just barely the path forward. Not a fan. But I suppose I will try to contain my bitching for the rest of this episode. And just move on. Try to have happy thoughts. Okay, you go there. And then we do the exact same thing over here. And can we manage this? Yeah, we're going to be okay. We're going to have to deal with a billion side products, and that's going to happen after my long break, unfortunately. I really don't want to take one, but the day has proven annoying in more ways than this. How about that? But I will persevere. Nothing is critical. Nothing is on fire. It's all just annoying. So hook that up right there. And then lastly, like maybe right here. No, I missed. There we go. All right, so this is the rough outline of what we're going to do. I got to hook up all of these all these waste lines and get all these fluids in, and then we put the hands in. And then right about here, I guess, we have a fish egg extractor that extracts when there's too many fish eggs on the belt. Probably like, I don't know, call it 100, maybe call it 150. And then it'll just take those eggs and pipe them directly onto this belt, and then they'll... It's like the single worst place to put them. It's not, but it's pretty close. This belt's long. We really want to get the fish eggs down to insert. Right here would be best. Maybe I'll just do that. Take an entire belt line, just take it all the way down and put it in the right place. There is something to be said for doing it right, even when the situation is just stupid wrong. All right, I'm going to go take this break. And when I come back, I will finish implementing this. And then I don't know what happens with the rest of Chores Day. Maybe I make forward progress today. Maybe this is all it. Because I have to deal with spoilage. That I'm not looking forward to. So are we still bottlenecked at reflectors? And that's Trits, and that's what I'm working on. All right, there's no need to walk the bottlenecks again. The bottlenecks are here. All right. I will be back in a bit. Everyone stay here. Don't move. All right, back at it. A long break where unfortunately I had to pay tithe to the world, as one does. All right, I'm just going to connect all of these waste lines over to here, right? Just straight down and then over right here and then straight down. That's the goal. Okay, let's do that. Let's run our fish oil line down and over, and we do this like 4 more times, and there's fish meal that needs to be disposed of. I'm just going to biomass that on site. I don't want to deal with it. And so, lo, he will not deal with it. This is a problem. Okay, so this is a collapse of the via system. Too much, it's very hard to penetrate a sushi belt like this, where my goal was to build as dense as possible, and by gum, I sure did it. No question at all at any point whether or not I should do it. I definitely did it, though. At least we can slip through here. And now we can just go in. Fish oil. Done. And fish oil is now vented correctly, so there's no difference between any sort of fish oil. So we also need to get... What is this stuff? What am I dealing with here? It's the brown one. Fish emulsion. There are too many fish products. They are not meaningfully distinct from one another. I don't feel the mechanical weight of fish oil versus fish emulsion versus, what's the other one? Hydrolysate? I don't feel the weight of the hydrolysate. I think maybe the game could have survived without it. Just an opinion, though. Okay. Down we go, down we go. And can't leap. Okay. So we have to... Right here, maybe? Right here's good enough? I only do this because I know it's definitely faster than fixing it all on hand. It's the brown one, which is way at the bottom, I guess. Oh, which we just hook into. Okay, good. We now have fish emulsion, maybe? Yeah, sure. It's just a blended fish. That's all it is. It's just a blended fish. All right, we do it again. And that's with this, which is fish hydrolysate. Sure. So we keep going. I've kind of given myself the worst of all timelines here, right? Note, there's saline water right there. Try to remember that. When do we turn south? We're at Corlux's. So is this fish? No, not yet. Fish is right over there. We ram ourselves into fish. It is no mystery when it's time for fish. So this way now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we have to hit right in there. Good. This is... we have to survive somehow. That looks like it's just not happening, huh? So right over here to here. And we will sneak through like so. After this, we have to do wastewater. But wastewater is on site for the Trits. So we need saline water after that, and we need pressurized water. And this is hydrolysate, which could be right there. Bam, bam. Hydrolysate. Okay, we're literally doubling the amount of fish eggs we produce in the entire factory just to feed the Trits. I believe one day, I believe I will be done complaining about this. But it's not really today. Wastewater should be over here. Just hook it in. Where is our wastewater line? It comes across like so. So I should likewise go across like so. And this is going to be awkward. That's alright. It was in the plan. There we go. Wastewater hooked up. Need oxygen too. Oh, goody. So that's this, that, and that. So fish meal, you're biomulch. Oh, you're not. I cannot put fish meal into biomass. Why not? Why can't I biomass this? I have to fertilize it? Alright. I guess. I don't know if I have a fluidized bed reactor. I also don't know why I'm going to copy and paste this, which should be pretty simple. And that's this guy. Yep. And just take it with me. I'm all but certain I don't have a red one. I might have a blue one, maybe? I do. Okay. So you're going to get the exact same treatment. It's going to be like this, in fact. It's going to be like this in case I need two of them. Actually, we're going to put two of them just so it doesn't look so awkward. Your job, which you get no choice about, is to make fertilizer. And I want anti-prod. I want inefficiency mods. I want get this stuff away from me. Alright, that's fine. So we've taken care of that, and that. Now it's also to this. So I guess we set up the hands now, right? So as per normal, it's two... Does any of this spoil? No. It's two normal things. One, or at least a couple outs. And then we have two outs, unfortunately. Alright, so you're going to be turned into an out instead. We have fish egg out and fish meal out. I think if they rot in the hand... If it's got a non-filtered thing in the hand, it'll immediately eject it. I believe that's the rule. I hate I have to know this rule so much. Alright, so two generalists, two bulkers and one generalist. This is probably overkill. It's probably killing my UPS. Oh, that one can't be there because of pipe issues. So I guess this is going to be how we have to do it, right? Okay. Now we have to bring in the news, because we don't want to make too many fish eggs. For the same reason we don't want to... and I guess we stop the buildings themselves, even though that doesn't really work. Like, none of it really works. There's no real good way to do this. If I take this out, it rots in here. Oh, and how am I getting biocrud out? It's a real good question, right? How much fish meal does this make? Oh, a lot. This is super uncomfortable. So you have to be biocrud. Super duper uncomfortable, friends. There. Alright, so that handles spoilage. Now I guess we just turned the buildings off. I guess we didn't need this at all. And we'll do it like so. You are enabled when fish eggs are less than 300. We're going to put 300 on you. So they're all going right now. Then that will take care of that, and that'll take care of that. This guy's going to have trouble getting eggs. Because he'll come out right there. And... oh, these guys will have to do it themselves. And then he has to wait for everything to come around again, only where it's probably not going to come around again. This guy's going to have trouble getting eggs. Kind of want to put it down there. Here, let's make an allowance for it. And then you will be a stack insert. No, stack inserters jam when they have a spoilable in them. So I guess we just have to live like this and just pretend that it's going to work because it's overbuilt anyway. I suppose. All right, oxygen line. I know you have to be around here somewhere. It's going to be bright red. Is that you? Oxygen line? No, that is a blood line. Oxygen is brought in on biofluid. It's not really what I want. That's working well. So once again, we drag this over from fish. Oh, actually, let me see. What's that? Hot air. None of these guys deal with it. What is that? Is that oxygen? No, that's blood. Because to make albumin. Okay. All right, got it. So I need to stop thinking and start doing. Thinking will not solve this problem for me. Thought is but an illusion. So like so, like so. And then just go this way and then find oxygen as best we can. I understand. We can do this. Now we need saline and also pressurized water. I want to do the eggs. And then we have to go get some starter fish. I think this thing can run dry in the tradition of fish. Oh, we've gone too far. I'll have to think it through. Because I'm pretty sure that the fish system right here can run dry. Like, it's possible. Oh, we can't do this. It is all so tiresome. Because the fish can get turned into eggs. And then the eggs can rot, essentially. So it means the fish can rot. So the fish should only be turned into eggs when they can be consumed. But that is a tricky metric to hit. It requires a lot of circuitry. Okay, there is oxygen. So good. So you have that. Now you just need saline. And saline, as we recall, is right here. So let's just find a good line for you, which will be right here. No, why? Right there. Okay, so here we are 90 minutes in, slowly getting this together. And it can jam. It should only ever start when it has full of everything. That's the main problem right now. No, I got fear. Alright, we need phytoplankton now. Still need more liquids. It's not a easy build. This isn't a build for people that want easy, comfortable lives. This is a bit of a hell build, actually. So Trits, right? Trits will have phytoplankton at some point. I think. Maybe. No, actually. Then you guys? Yes, you. The sponges will save us. And thankfully the sponges are right here, so straight up, let's go. Where is my line? Down we go. There. And then over. And that's another thing in. So many ingredients. And then we need pressurized water. I only have this, and I guess I just live with it, huh? So, okay. Water right there. And then pressurized. And this is probably enough, right? Almost certainly. Probably certainly enough. Maybe. Maybe possibly enough. So what we need now is, now that we have done this in the least convenient way possible for us, we have to come out and over like this. Was always planned. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Was always planned like this. So right there. Right there. Okay. So now all we need is the seed fish. I'm so worried about doing this. I'm so worried Trits are going to crash as a consequence. This makes everything so fragile. Spoilage really hurts here. And all of these ingredients in so many ways for this to go wrong. There's no way to get biocrud off of here right now. I should probably just put a destroyer. Yeah, we're going to go do that in a second. This isn't finished by any means. This is basically our only thing we're doing today, this entire company. And the thing is, it's going to jam. Like, if we run out of biomass, this will keep running. And it will just turn all the fish into eggs, and all the eggs will rot. And just, that means if any of these things run out, well, those are needed here too. So it'd have to be specifically a biomass run out. This is so very worrisome. But I don't know what else to do. So fish, come with me. And we will start, we'll kick this, well, we shouldn't kick it off yet because we haven't we don't have a victory yet. So this isn't exactly what I want, because I want you guys to get the news as well. What did I regulate this at? 300. So enable when fish eggs is greater than 150. Right now they are not. So this will not go. But soon, right? Soon. And then we're going to have to deal with rot on this belt too. Do we deal with any rot right now? No. So that's going to be handled over here as well. Ugh. So, the fish were taken away. They took my fish away. Go. All right. Now back on. Okay. We are making fish eggs. Fish eggs chucked onto the belt, immediately start getting picked up. Not fast enough, unfortunately. See, these two have problems. Maybe it'll get a little better in time. Alright, we make a whole bunch of fish, and the fish end up on the belt. But right now we have enough fish eggs on the belt, so everything should be grabbed. Now, having it after the mixer is probably a bad idea. Alright, let's get these on the Trits belt. And we're just going to put them here, I guess. How long do they last? This isn't enough. Okay, so this has to go up to like 600. Because we need continual production. And then just straight in, right? We'll get the news here. And then we will have that turn on and off based on something. Oh, we have the news. All right, so right here, this belt is enabled, disabled based on fish eggs less than... It's got to be like 3,000. We need a lot of fish eggs on this belt. All right. It's time to proliferate this. All these just turn off, shut down. If I've gotten this wrong in any way, I've just lost a ton of time. And it's not even a good recipe. It's a very expensive recipe. What's this? Where aren't you going? Oh. Okay. Slight hint right there. Alright. And they just start pouring on. This is not good because of, well, it'll get biocrud out, so that is good. So I don't have to worry about biocrud on this belt. So how are we doing up here? We've got 700 fish eggs on the belt, and these guys aren't going. So it needs to be higher still. That means these guys aren't going to be going, but that's overbuilt. So why don't you have saline water? Explain yourself. Oh, I bet you this was only an outline. No, it shouldn't be. Did I clip it? Did I do this? I don't take responsibility for this. I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. Huh. I don't understand. But that line was definitely not connected. I probably gave myself a problem right there, and I just don't know about it. Yeah, this is backwards. The mixer should be after we skim. Alright, let's see how this goes. Kind of wish I could get it on both sides of the belt. Like, we can do that. Here, let's do that. Let's bring the news right here, like we do. And then we do this. And then it's copy and paste. And then we disconnect you. And what we do is after it. There. It'll go on both sides of the belt now. So how many fish eggs do we got? 3K on the belt? Good. See if anything is picked up. All right, this has picked up. Now another problem on top of this. We have spoilage in all of this. So all of the hands have to be updated so that you only take Trits. And then this, you only take not Trits. Thankfully, I can put more hands in. Again, this is all UPS problems. Making the base slower and slower. Okay, good. And like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. And maybe I'll be able to copy this entire area. I'm not sure if... it's exactly the same. We can try it. Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay. Am I clean out of red inserters? Looks like it. Time to go in. I really would be happy if that had finished right now. Because then I can just say this is Chores Day again and go straight into Fit Eyes. But it looks like that is not going to be the case, eh? Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for your continued efforts. I'm so paranoid over this thing I made. It's such a convolution in so many different ways. Here, this now has to be fixed. And then you fill your cargo right here, and then you take it to waste fertilizer, which is a concept I did bake into the system. The where this is, I don't know. Right there. Empty cargo. And then he's going to be back. He'll be fine. This isn't accumulating very fast. Alright, fish eggs being made, fish eggs leaving system. This will put bio-crud everywhere. So we have Trits out, we have no Trits out, which is to say bio-crud. Now we have to deal with bio-crud both over here and down there. Alright, so we can simplify, right? When in doubt, simplify. Crud. We're going to have a bio-crud outline right here. And it's just it's an express belt directly down to where everything else is. Right? And then just directly onto this belt, regardless. And then we will deal with crud on this belt as a whole. There. That's where crud happens. Okay, so I wonder if It seems like it's going with distinct pulses. So it looks like this is going. Why are you trying to get out? It's trying to put Trits out. So this guy, so there's a problem here in that we don't have enough hands. Because this guy can pick up eggs and they can rot in the hand, and it can then just freeze. But we have to shovel so many eggs in at once that I really need some sort of stack inserter. So do we need to increase the pressure or something? Or is this something that will equilibrate over time? I mean, it doesn't look terrible. You know, all that was for almost 0.1 trit a second. Almost, not quite. It isn't there yet. I suppose I could upgrade all of these as well. God, these recipes are disappointing. Just this mechanics, just disappointing to engage in. Unrewarding, to say the least. You have to deal with all this nonsense just to stay in place. Okay, so we have to manage biocrud on top of this. So you are stopped because we've made enough fish eggs, and that's obviously true. Alright, so now it's a matter of whether or not there's enough fish eggs on the belt. There's 12k tree seeds on the belt? What? 12k? No, we're double measuring here. Why are we measuring here and here? No, man. That's not how it goes. This is not right. Like, it's questionable if we need these two at all. So you get clipped. And if I clip you, it still remains completely going around. See, now that feels more right. Can we see? Oh, this should be definitely cut in half then. Or more than that. If we were tripling, so we should go down by 4. Oh, I gotta get on this right now. That's fine. That's fine. This is causing enormous problems. And I need you out of my way. Here, go deliver those. Go, out of my way. That's fine, and that's fine. You probably only need, like, 1,500. Sure. Okay. Okay, so that's different. So I've, in fact, messed up everything. Oh, and these guys are picking up this. If that rots, this entire thing shuts down. Ugh. So like that. You have to be like that now. This is 100% going to break. Just 100%. Cannot even conceive of a world where this does not completely shatter on me. We're going to have to monitor pressures and ratios. Because right now we are assuredly not in the correct ratio, and this is just going to have to be very closely monitored. Okay, so we're obviously dealing with biocrud at some point because we're doing this here. Where does the biocrud go? Tell me. Is this a biocrud? No, it's a urea. So fish eggs rot. What happens when fish eggs rot? Biocrud puts it back onto this. Oh, it goes onto this. Oh, and okay, we already have a biocrud exhaust. So good. Why are you guys... Oh, you're stuck on Trits. That's terrible. No, you don't pick up Trits anymore. Alright, so that guy was just not with the program. So it's probably good I looked at that. Here, we're done with these. Put them back. So these guys are making little Trits. And we're no longer triple counting. Which I guess is a win. It's so hard to say. How many little Trits were we putting on? Here, let's cut that back. Just in case, right? It's a long belt, though. Alright, so Trits are being made, and it's at speed 3. So it's taking a full minute to cycle, and it's just so slow. Oh my god, it's so slow. Like, why aren't the level 3 and level 4 recipes just cranking this up to like 60 seconds crafting time? Why is it still so slow? So many of the alien life recipes just feel like no progress whatsoever. So the problem right now, well, we have enough fish on the belt, right? So there should be a cycle where these just keep everything fresh. It's when we don't have this specifically. No, wait, you're trying to get seaweed. We have lots of seaweed problems, huh? I could make it on site. Oh, we have all sorts of problems everywhere. You have this wave of biomass coming, and it's just going to get snapped right up. Yep. Not sure what to say about any of this. Except I'm broadly discontent. Alright, let's take a look at Trits. And so after all that, we see it collapse, because of course it collapses and is not yet recovered. So, fantastic, right? Excellent. This is the feeling that you're looking for when you're building a whole new recipe. So now we're just waiting for all of these fish eggs. Look at that. And then we have the other problem, right? And that eventually it's going to try to put fish eggs in, and it's going to rot in the hand. It's not going to be able to do anything with it because it's not going to be full. Because there's a flaw with stack inserters, that it won't just automatically dump anything that it has. So it's stack inserters and spoilage don't work very well. It's just they don't. It's a pretty big problem. In theory, only a few should clog at a time, though. Why don't you have more seaweed? If I do this, if I just do this. There, that is monitoring the entire thing. All right, good. So this is good. We have a good monitor now. How much seaweed do you guys need? 15. How much seaweed do you guys need? 30. All right. Maybe I was a little too stingy with this. I wish I could put it on both sides of the belt, though. I mean, I could. It's within my power. But shoveling it on like this is probably just as good. This makes a nice distributed mix of everything, hopefully. Hopefully. And I guess we have to continue coming back to this and tuning it. And look, the episode's over. I knew this was going to take an entire episode. That's one of the reasons why I was avoiding it for so long. It's just so complicated. So unnecessary. Why is this such a problem? Do Do I need more seaweed transport? I should make seaweed locally. That's probably the actual answer right here. We just need more coming in. I'd love to see this go. That's right there. This guy's real slow. That's an old style whale. Look, he's being caught up. It's really unfortunate. Yeah. And he's... I don't even know what to say. Except that we might be running out of this, and that will cause generalized collapse, which, you know, it's not really a sign of good things. I probably should have... Here, let's actually do that. Let's pick one, and then let's go all the way to the last recipe. And this was... So it's not quite doubling trit production. Not quite. It has an idea that maybe it wants to double trit production. However, it does not do so. So we have sufficient sodium alginate. If we needed 8K sodium alginate, I feel like that's double measuring as well. Or that needs to be... This guy needs to chill out. You go down to 4K. That's just too much. There, fish eggs pouring onto the belt. The bad news is when they do it, this is this wall. It's not distributed. Now the good news is it then goes down to a mixer. So with that in mind, should I loosen this up a little bit? Is 4K not enough? I kind of feel like... Oh, 3K. All right, let's go straight to 6K. Just pour it on. Make sure that there's no fish egg problems whatsoever. Now we're going to have rot problems, of course. And that's going to be a little different, but... maybe it'll be okay. I don't know. How long do fish eggs last? It's not long at all, right? Like a half hour? A half hour. Alright. All this footprint right here, all of it, is just the support for Trits. The support doubles the size of the footprint. Multiple problems. And the problem is, another problem is Trits are just great creatures. They should be great for just slaughtering, but they're just internally limited by the photophores. The photophores have to be a certain level of rarity. And so, Trits themselves can't have any utility out of photophores, essentially. The Trits are photophores, and the rest of the materials that come off of them might as well not even exist. It's a problem. This design is a problem. This could have been better. I am mightily dissatisfied with this entire episode. We go look at the mixer, and we have no eggs right now. It's an eggless stretch. It looks like it should be making a lot more Trits. Oh, good, it is. All right, finally it crawled back up. Just needed to slowly get going. If it goes at like its peak of like 250 Trits a minute, that wouldn't be that bad. I wouldn't stop complaining, mind. It wouldn't be that bad. Just needs to be monitored. Where are we? We're at episode end. Here, notepad, where are you? There, we did both of those things. Maybe we should go stop in and look at the Ultra Moo. And then let's just kind of walk the factory again. Just look at all the bottlenecks. And then that's it. That's end of episode. I suppose we should be happy about this, I guess. We have one Ultra Moo. And that is 2.5 times better than normal Moo, which isn't great either, but and we've run 1,000 times and we've only got one Ultra Moo for real? And we need 4 of these? Wow. Wow. All right, don't look at that. Don't think about it. It's not real. Let's go back to City Center. Let's take a tour over the factory, and then let's wrap up. In the spirit of Ultra Moo, really kind of sad that this didn't go this entire episode. Factory's slow. Okay, check in at the stomach. Stomach is doing great. Stomach has no problems. And then we have no rich biocrud, which is unfortunate, but whatever. One of our main problems was here. Zinc finger fusion. They are clearly being made, and we are stuck on Fidai carapace. Good, we got that coming. This project is underway. Then after that we get iron. Hey, speaking of iron, let's check out iron. Looking at iron plate, molten iron is full up. Okay, so, and it's backed up all the way. And this is after upgrading smelting too. So, it looks like getting next level iron is no longer a big priority. I'll probably get it just to, have it in my back pocket, but it's no longer needed. All right, so glance at Pi 4. Pi 4 is being made. That's what this means. And if we go look there, we've got good storage. All right, so Pi 4 is taken care of. That's all done. And we've smoothed out all bottlenecks on the way there. So the last major bottleneck is right here. This, of course, has not run all episode. This guy's coming back. Do we have are you cycling endlessly? No, he just got more cooling systems. So the system is backing up based on not enough trits right now. And it may eventually snap forward again to not being enough advanced coding. It's all about just everything buffering behind the biggest bottleneck. And then once the biggest bottleneck is resolved, suddenly it runs smoothly for a time off buffers. And then when the buffers are exhausted, a new bottleneck halts everything at its speed. That's got to be you, right? I don't trust this at all. Why isn't this here? No zinc acetate? See, I think zinc acetate is a bottleneck, only it was not recognized because other bottlenecks were masking it. I wonder what this is. Delivery of zinc? Delivery of acetic acid? Methanol? Not carbon dioxide, surely. Chromium? Not chromium. Many questions. Many questions indeed. It's not connected directly. It's got one of these things going. So it's probably not acetic acid. It's probably zinc, honestly. We might need more of this. Alright, we're already at turbo speeding. We might have to ultra speed. We might have to big beacon this. This might be our first big beacon target. Anyway, that's a parallel problem. But the current real issue is no Bragg reflectors. We need lots of these guys, and we don't have any. And those are ultimately no Trits. Trits, which we just started working on. He's got all the Trits. And so we should just here, we're going to write that down. Monitor Trits. I just have to tune the sushi belt over time. I should just let it go for an hour, a solid hour, and let it cycle and find its natural equilibrium at this point. It's going to take a while for that mixer to do its work. Like, look, we're so egg rich down here, and we are so egg poor up at the other end. And this mixer is just spreading it out, spreading it out, spreading it. But we see so many of them. I don't know, friends. How much space do we have on the belt in general? Not a huge amount. So I have to be cautious about adding more material here. Should really shift material around more than move it. Anyway, Trits. Yeah. It's going to be like this for a while until it finds a proper balance. All right, we just have to let that go and hope that I can maintain this. One deluxe fish food. See, it's not cheap. This is eating. These things are not cheap. They seem like they're cheap, but they're not. That's a bunch of eggs out. This guy's producing waste fertilizer. We're super happy about that. All right, we're done. So it was another chore day. It was a really unpleasant chore day, but it was something that needed to happen, I guess. And while I can complain, and I will complain, it had to be gotten through, even if it seems like it's designed specifically to irritate me as much as possible. Okay. Well, screenshot right now. Okay, what do we do, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it was a really frustrating day. We ran around messing with it. We found a bottleneck in the iron ore stack, which just completely alleviated all problems. That was pretty fantastic. We verified that fuel rods are doing great. We had successfully recovered for the last crash there. And the two bottlenecks right now are Trits and advanced coding. And advanced coding is going. We didn't check chitosan. Here, hold on. I forgot that. There's the other great hinge of the factory. Chitosan being made. All right, so at the briefest moment, everything is great. If I even look ahead to next level ingredients, this is going fine. This is having trouble building up, but it's going fine. Is this okay? This is even getting, this is filling up above the buffer. And of course, chimeric proteins don't have to be worried about. So the real bottleneck after this is propeptides. And do we have these in stock? We do. So they're being delivered semi-regularly, I suppose. All right, so yes, it looks like once again, after much struggle, the main bottleneck for the factory has returned to Trits, and we have established. We've taken the leap. We said we weren't going to do it. We weren't going to put in a full fish egg factory just to run this, and then hey, the game said otherwise. This is 5 times more painful than it should be, because 1, I have this terrible turd I never would have picked if it wasn't inflicted on me, and 2, everything rots out, and that has to adjust all of the hands on all the buildings, and it's just a complete pain. All of this goes to show that the bioreactor turd is just ultra unpickable, like I was discussing yesterday. The one that upgrades all bioreactors so they need a new ingredient, it'll be like this, dealing with all this, only the entire factory, hunting for bioreactor placements one by one. Just mechanically unpickable. It's a terrible idea. But we have this in place. We messed with Trits. We may or may not have things in
correct proportion, doing things the most optimal way. We're going to have to carefully monitor the situation over coming days. Trits are being made. It's just a matter of consistency now. Consistency requires us to walk away and let the sushi belt do its magic. Which is fine. I really should have taken this all the way down like I threatened to do. And plug in right here. There's a lot of buffer to rot then. That would be the real concern. That this is pretty far from where we're pulling biocrud out. So the one advantage doing it like this, if there's biocrud, it exits the system pretty quickly. Though we might have to upgrade this because we want it to come out clean every time. And we gotta stop looking at that. So that's what we did today, ladies and gentlemen. We just did chores. We increased Trits yet again. I look at the next level Trits recipe and go, this is bad. I'm never going to do that. But that's been every recipe, the entire Trits chain. It's felt like a series of punishments going up a recipe train for Trits. But it's a series of punishments that you apparently need to take because you have to engage with these mechanics no matter how unpleasant they are. So, not thrilled with this interaction. I feel like if this puzzle came as part of a new build, I would have no problems with it because then it would have the feeling of making new progress. It's like the entire plutonium puzzle. That's just fine because it's part of new progress when you put it down and you work with it. This is something that was working and you're faced with the choice of either copy pasting it and having an enormous build with terrible UPS. I know I'm one to talk, but it is a consideration. Or you can engage with the pain. So it's just a matter of pain or pain. And it's only to get you back to the place where you were before, which was supplied with Trits. So, very unhappy with this entire situation, but hopefully it is now done and I can stop thinking about it and I can be substantially more positive next episode. So anyway, I am now done. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.